Good afternoon, everybody. How are you?
Good afternoon.
Thank you for joining us today for Communication Matters, Using Your Voice to Lead. This event is co-sponsored by both ODK, Omicron Delta Kappa, and also Be More LSC, the Leadership and Service Council. Be More LSC is a student-led organization with a mission to prepare students through professional workshops and service learning opportunities to lead and serve the UB community and their own communities. ODK is a national leadership society with a mission to exemplify the values of leadership, service, scholarship by connecting students to meaningful and rewarding experience and developing long-lasting traditions. We ask you to, of course, put your phones on silent, but before you do that, also if you're on Twitter, Professor Cohen asked us if you can use your phone to tweet at Stephen D. Cohen. If you find anything that is a quote, any activity that you enjoy, feel free to tweet. Also, your tweets are going to be picked up by UB Twitter, so they're going to retweet your tweets. I would like to talk about our speaker today. Dr. Stephen D. Cohen is an assistant professor at University of Baltimore, Klein Family School of Communications Design. He's an award-winning teacher who has delivered more than 75 courses and workshops on effective public speaking skills. Dr. Cohen has been quoted in publications such as the Financial Times and the Baltimore Sun, and recently was featured in BBC radio documentary Churchill's Secret Cabinet. Dr. Cohen is currently conducting research on the design and delivery of oral communication courses. He is particularly interested in the use of experiential exercises and technology-based approaches to help promote communication competence. Dr. Cohen is the author of 2 books, Public Speaking, The Path to Success, and Lessons from Podium, Public Speaking as a Leadership Art. He's also the editor of On Path to Success, Reading and Resources. Dr. Cohen previously served as Managing Director of the Oral Communication Program at the University of Maryland. As part of this role, he managed assessment initiatives, curriculum development, and instructor training for a large-scale general education program. Dr. Cohen also spent several years working in the private sector. He was an assistant vice president and team leader at Bank of America and later became a senior strategy consultant at IBM Global Business Services. Dr. Cohen earned a PhD in communication from the University of Maryland, a master in public policy from Harvard University, and a Bachelor of Arts in Business Administration from the University of Florida. He also earned an advanced Toastmasters designation from Toastmasters International. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Cohen.
Thank you. Hello, everybody.
Hey!
Yeah, we got some energy today. I want us to think about discovering our passion and bringing that passion to life. One essential component of leadership is that passion inside each and every one of us. That passion that moves us to act, that inspires us to lead, that pushes us to change the world around us. Today we're going to talk about capturing that passion, that energy, that excitement that moves us, that pushes us, that energizes us. That passion that lies deep inside of us, that needs to be pushed to the surface so that we can accomplish our goals and so that we can accomplish our dreams. And for that reason, I call today's workshop, aptly, Communication Matters, Using Your Voice to Lead. I want us to start by thinking about the difference between drive and passion. We hear these words a lot, and they're often conflated. Who can tell me the difference between drive and passion? What's the difference between these 2 ideas? When you speak, please state your name. Please. Lead.
Hey, I'm Ollie, for those of you who didn't know. Drive is something that pushes you to do a thing. Passion is something that pulls you to do a thing.
Awesome, thank you for that. Who else? Let's hear some other points of view. What do those words mean to you? What are you driven to do versus what are you passionate to do? Please, stand on up.
I'm Opie, and I guess drive will be what keeps you going, and passion is the catalyst that drive it leads to drive.
I like that. So one gets you going, one keeps you going, and the other is a catalyst. Very nice. Who else? Sir, please.
Hi, I'm Daniel. Drive is external. I think passion has to do with the internal.
Ah, nice comparison. External versus internal. Good. Who else has a perspective on drive versus passion? Let's have one more person stand up and share. Sir.
I've been,
Oh, that's all right. You can
All
stay
right.
seated. Now you have to share that sandwich with me.
You can have some.
Oh, thanks.
You're welcome. All right. Passion, when we think of passion, it's in the now form. Something in your heart that you can think about, and you can feel, and drive, in its essence, the words, we can verbalize it. It's something, it's moving forward with that feeling that you have. So drive is the action, passion is the feeling.
Ooh, I like that. One is the action, one is the feeling. That's quite nice. Great leaders are also passionate leaders. Because great leaders empower, inspire, and impact those around them. And so I want us to be clear on the difference, because I want us to feel and utilize passion to help our communities, our cities, and our country accomplish its goals. Look at the difference up here. In my thinking, drive is motivated by the mind. We're driven to get good grades. We're driven to finish our degrees. We're driven to get promoted at work. But we're not necessarily passionate about those things. Passion is what gives our life meaning. Passion is what excites us. It's what we would do even if we weren't paid to do it. It's the last thing we think about when we go to bed at night, and it's the first thing we think about when we wake up in the morning. That's what passion is. Passion is motivated by the heart. It's inside each and every one of us. And Ali so aptly delineated the second difference between drive and passion. Ali is one of my students in CMAT 201, Communicating Effectively, and so she's read and over my book and heard me talk about the difference between drive and passion. Drive is something that pushes us towards something we feel obligated to do, whereas passion pulls us. It's like a magnet. It's a magnet that pulls us towards something that we cannot resist. So here's my question to all of you. What are you passionate about? What pulls you like a magnet towards something you cannot resist? Turn to a partner and try to identify your passions. And I'm going to ask some of you to share a few of those passions with the others.
See your yeah. No, Kevin. Yeah. I would say
I'm passionate about creating connections, managing to create society that benefit all. I am passionate about being active No.
leadership and student engagement, but then I also said anything that's So what about you?
And then that is like a really, I think they almost.
I guess drive is I see some of the music that but it all comes down to wanting to feel
All right. So let me hear from some of you. I'd love to hear some folks share their passions with the audience. When you speak about your passions, I want you to really share that excitement. So maybe someone could stand up and just briefly share what they're passionate about. Go ahead. Introduce yourself.
I'm Dan, and my passion is music.
What do you love about music?
What isn't there to love about music, right? I mean, I'm a musician. I play guitar, and it's just like as soon as I picked up my first instrument, I was like, man, this is what I have to do. This is my life. So, yeah.
I love it. Thank you, man. See that smile? See that smile he has on his face when he talks about music? That's passion. Who else wants to share a passion with the room? Don't be afraid. Sir.
Hi, my name is Andrew, and actually I'm passionate about my wife. So great man.
He wins. That guy wins.
Too bad your wife's not here.
So it's recorded, you can send it.
But someone should tweet that at me, and I'll forward that. I'll retweet that. Make sure she finds out. Who else? Let me hear another passion. Sir.
I'm Darius Bedford, and I'm passionate about my writing. I want to be a writer. It's why I breathe. It's everything I do. Like it motivates me to create something better. You know, I love creating stories, things like that. That's my passion.
I love it. Who else has got something? How about someone on this side of the room? Who's got a passion for it? Well, let me hear some people who haven't chatted yet. Sir.
My name is Ron, and I'm passionate about humanity. I'm passionate about human rights. And I wake up, I eat, sleep, and breathe everything I do, whether I'm writing, whether I'm speaking, any form of communication, any form of endeavor. I am all about human rights. The idea that we all, no matter who we are, have the right to live as decent human beings on this planet. And I will not rest until these sorts of goals are being furthered. Before I rest, before I transition to this earth, I will have done something. I will have left a footprint and make human rights on this planet a little better than when I came in.
Very nice. One more. Please, introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Jacqueline. I'm passionate about anything that will help me boost my leadership skills as well as communication engagement. And I love helping others, and that's one of my main passions. I love helping my friends. All right, everyone.
All right.
Very nice. Thank you very much. Let's give these folks a hand. Leadership is risky. It's tough to stand up and speak your mind. People are going to shoot you down sometimes. People are going to disagree with you. People are going to laugh at you. But as leaders, we have to be strong enough to stand on our own 2 feet, to know that regardless of what those around us are doing, we still have this inner spirit that needs to be heard, that deserves to be heard. So I urge all of us to find careers or pursue careers where we can live our passions every day. I want to share one quick story with you, and then I want to turn to an activity to help each of us build out these passions a little bit more. When I graduated from college, about 10 years ago, I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do with my life. And all of my friends were going into business. I was a business major at the time, and I took a job at Bank of America in Charlotte, North Carolina. And I enjoyed the work. It was challenging. It was interesting. I learned how to make beautiful PowerPoint presentations. But I didn't find the work inspiring. And so I left the bank to pursue a master's at Harvard Kennedy School. And it was there that I first fell in love and was exposed to the power of teaching communication. The head of the communications program needed someone to teach these non-credit workshops, these non-credit communication workshops to graduate students and to fellows. And she saw me give a short presentation, thought I was half funny. So she invited me to start teaching. And I was hooked the moment I walked into that classroom. I knew that there wasn't anything else I would rather be doing. And so even though at that moment life was a little uncertain, because I was in a lot of debt, owed a lot of money for graduate school, I still took the time to pursue my passion. And I can tell you, standing here before you today, that I've never looked back. There's not a moment in time where I question whether leaving that job was the right decision. Because I loved what I was doing. I want each of you to have that same opportunity. I want each of you to find what moves you, what pushes you, what excites you. Because those are the careers, those are the moments in our lives where we're going to be excited about what we're doing. It's not just a job, it's not just getting up in the morning. I couldn't wait to get up this morning and come to University of Baltimore because I got to see my absolutely fantastic students and I had the great fortune of spending time with all of you. So here are the questions I want us to think about. What is it that we ought to be doing? What is it that we're called to do? And what is it that we should start doing right now? In front of you, you have 2 pieces of paper. What I want you to do on that first piece of paper is to draw yourself when you are immersed in your passion. I want you to draw yourself. Hold on, let me give the rest of the instructions. I want you to draw yourself when you are immersed in your passion. Stick figures are fine. What are you doing? Who's around you? Where are you? But take this exercise seriously. It doesn't have to be the most beautiful drawing. And if you're not an artist, you can write out a few words to help get your brain going. This is a drawing that you're going to keep that will help you visualize what you could be, who you could be when you're immersed in your passions. So I'm going to play a little music, some inspirational music to get us going. We'll spend about 10 or so minutes drawing ourselves when we're immersed in our passions. Ready? Go. Let's give some folks some quiet time to reflect and to draw. Really make this something you're proud of that you can take with you. Put some effort into it. If you're done, go back to it. It's really worth your time. Rarely in college, in graduate school, do we get a chance to explore our passions. Yeah, the whole page. Oh yeah. You're really thinking deeply about who you're with, where you are, what's around you. Somebody's drawing. It's all right. Good stuff. I like that. Draw more. Where are they? There's the scenery. Sure, that's the one. Oh, communication matters. needs more time? Let you finish up. What I want each of you to do now is to sign your drawing. Because when you put your name on something, it means you're committing to it. So sign your drawing. I have my picture at home. And it's up on my fridge. So whenever I leave in the morning, I look at it. And I'm asking myself, am I pursuing my passion? So this might be something that you put up on your fridge, in your dorm room, in your apartment, maybe near your bed. Show it to your kids, your significant other, depending on where you are in your life. It's nice to have something that you can look at that's a tangible representation for you and for your wife. It's good to have a tangible representation of your passion, because often someone will ask us, well, what are you passionate about? And we don't always have an answer for them. We know that we have this spirit that deserves to be heard. There's something in all of our lives that we want to do, but it's hard sometimes to visualize and to share what that's like, what that's about. So when you sign your name to your drawing, you're committing to it. You're saying, I can do this. This is something that I can get to. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but it is achievable. And it's somewhere that we can reach. The next thing I want us to think about is the words that accompany our drawing. Now, passion is very much like poetry. They both have an elusive quality. They both have an ephemeral quality. They're hard to capture. But we know when we hear a poem, just like when we hear someone's passion, that there's something deeper there. There's something more there that needs to come out, that needs to let loose, that needs to come to life. So what we're going to do now is write a haiku. Does anyone remember what a haiku is? Yeah. So I hear some. What is it?
575.
575. 5 syllables in the first line, 7 syllables in the second line, and 5 syllables in the third line. 575. What we're going to do is take our second sheet of paper, if you like, and we're going to write a haiku. But here's the deal. Practice it first. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your piece of paper, not yet, you're going to fold it in half and rip it so that you have 2 halves. Okay, so go ahead, let me stop for a minute. Take your second piece of paper, fold it in half, nice neat fold. You might want to fold it back and forth a couple times so you can get a nice neat tear. And then you're going to break it into 2 halves. Nice tears. One way is fine, whichever way is great. So now you have 2 halves. One side is for practice, one side is for brainstorming, one side is to play, and the other side is your final version. So after you come up with your haiku, you want to write it nicely on your second half. Okay, so one side is for experimenting, for thinking, and then you want to write it in letters that other people can see, because other people are going to look at your haiku. So you want to write it nicely on the second half so that people can read it. And you're welcome to draw things around it if you'd like, but make sure those words are clear. Now here's your instructions around your haiku. You want to write a haiku that captures the spirit of your drawing. So you want to write a haiku that has that same elusive and ephemeral quality of our passions. And since poetry and passions both have this elusive quality, why not help capture our passions through a poem? So I want you in your haiku to think about and to talk about who's around you, what you're doing, where you are, what excites you and what energizes you when you're engrossed in your passions. That's the haiku we're looking for. 5 syllables in the first line, 7 syllables in the second line, and 5 syllables in the third line. Let's bring that passion to life. Ready? Go. 5, 7, 5. clap your hands if you need to. You gotta get those high scores. 75. When you're done, you want to write it nicely on the other half of the page.
the moon happy too?
That's the way.
If you're done, feel free to send me a tweet about your experience here. Now it's on recording. Another couple minutes here. Finish up. Who needs more time? Let me see if you're still working. Okay.
Interactive workshops, man.
All right.
Let me know about the.
So now what I want to do is hear some of us voice our passions, and to share what's in our minds, but more importantly, what's in our hearts. So I'd like some volunteers to read their haikus. And what we're going to do is when you read your haiku, we're going to face the audience, but we're going to read it with passion. So we're going to read it like we mean it. We're going to read it like it's important to us and to show people only through our words. So we're not going to say anything else except for what's on our page. We're going to stand up and say, my name is, or I am, and say our name. And then we're going to launch into our haiku.
Should we tell them what a passion is too? Or
Nope, just the haiku. It should become evident through your haiku. So that's all you're going to share is your name and the haiku. And then folks will hopefully applaud when you're done speaking. Okay, let's hear from some people who have not spoken yet today. To start us off.
Hola, I'm Damien. I'm sitting on top, my hair blowing in the wind. I'm on top of the world.
Nice. Good job.
Hi, I'm Brianna. Radical wordsmith, creating a better world. I am an artist.
My name is Deandra. Bound with paper, type from my wrist to fingers, write words to page, take flight.
I'm Opie again. Creation is life, has one share, and all that is for growth is to live.
Some folks from this side.
I'm Jackie again. So, what does the public want? Get the message out to the mass and plan for a lot of events.
Thank you. Okay, let's stop for a second. These are good. But we need to reach a little bit deeper. Because sometimes when we speak, it becomes a public speaking opportunity. It becomes a chance just to share our ideas with the crowd. But if we really care about something, then it ought to come through in our voice. So as I tell my students, First thing we want to do is get rid of any ums or uhs when we stand up and share our Very important. So no ums or uhs. You know I have a very negative reaction to ums and uhs.
Yes.
So no ums or uhs. The second thing we want to do is we want to stand up straight proudly and look like a leader. So we want to stand up straight, hold our head high, and show people that they can trust us and believe in us. The third thing we want to do is to speak slowly and with meaning. So when we're speaking, we want to speak slowly in a way that we're not rushing through our opportunity, and with meaning, so that we're conveying what we care about, and we're showing that care and concern to our audience. And the last thing we want to do is enjoy the silence. The silence that comes between the last word that we share and the moment that we get the applause. You know, my roommate at Harvard was a musician. He was a violinist, a very good violinist. He was first chair violin. First chair means play the violin in one of the Harvard orchestras. And he told me, he said, Stephen, the moment I like most actually isn't the applause in the concert hall. It's the silence after that last note. It's that moment when that last note sounds and the musicians sitting up on stage can just enjoy the fruits of their labor. So enjoy that last note, because that's when you're able to capture your passion and let your imagination run wild. So let me hear some more volunteers now, but this time, let's see if we can go through some of those steps and show everyone how passionate we are. Well, let's start over. Start over. Let yourself have some confidence in your name, because your name means something.
My name is Ollie. Good storytelling opens you up to people. Good stories are life.
Very nice.
Hello, my name is Regina. Babies in all rooms. Some are healthy, some are not. Love in life and death.
My name is Jenna, and unshared knowledge is not alive until it's emancipated.
My name is Rael. To be of service, the kind that affects the soul, evoking pure love.
Very nice.
I invoke your fire to light us all with healing. Our love moves the world.
One more? Anyone else got one they want to share? How about someone up here? Mia, why don't you share yours to round us out?
Hi everybody, my name is Mika. Traveling the world is what I would love to do. Join the adventure.
Great job. Now what I want you all to do is to stand up. Let's just stand up. I want you now to position your haiku and your drawing next to each other. So you need to take off everything off the chair. And you need to position your haiku next to your drawing. Pass out some post-it notes. Okay, pass them back.
How many for people?
10. Let's just go first. I have to take. You need about 10 post-it notes. Take 10, about 10, and pass them down. And what we're going to do now is have a little bit of what's called a gallery crawl. And a gallery crawl is what happens in an art gallery, where people are going to go around and observe and comment on your drawing. Take about 10 and pass them down. Yes. This is the great part. Take about 10 post-it notes.
Very good, very good.
Now what we're going to do in our gallery crawl is we're going to, gallery crawl. We're going to crawl around our gallery. What we're going to do is we're going to walk around the room And when there's a particular piece that moves us, we're going to leave a comment. We're going to write a motivational comment on one of the sticky notes. We might sign our name on it if we want, and we're going to put it somewhere around their drawing. So we don't want to cover their drawing. We want to put it somewhere in the white space around their drawing, but we don't want to move their art. So let them position, each one of you should position your haiku and your drawing the way you want it. They might be on top of each other. They might be next to each other. Position it the way you want it to be seen. Please do not move anything that the artist has placed on the seat. And we're going to walk around and leave comments. Because motivational comments, these people we're all going to take them with us. And these notes will hopefully give us the energy and inspiration we need to pursue our passions. All right, let's get rolling. Let's walk around and see what people got.
Anybody thirsty? We have some bottled water back here.
I was eating. I was reading Good job. I didn't go in. I was It's called, they call it the Woody Allen.
All right, back 2 more minutes. If you need more Post-it notes, they're right up here. I can see it too. I'm not immune.
No, I didn't.
back to your drawing, and you can see all the notes. All right, let's grab some seats. All right, let's grab some seats. You can take a look at your comments. So as we wrap up, I just want to share some closing comments, some closing thoughts that bring together all of our activities and what we've done today. So I hope you now see the integral link between passion and leadership. Perhaps you came today expecting team building exercises. Or perhaps you came today expecting a lecture about leadership. But the only way to really understand leadership is to practice it. And as we learned today, leadership is not so much about standing in front of a crowd. It's more about sharing our passions with those around us. So as we reflect on what we've learned, and with the takeaways that we now have, I hope that we won't forget the power of passion and the impact of imagination. I hope we'll never forget that inside each and every one of us is an opportunity to shine, an opportunity to lead. And I hope we'll never forget how much we have to offer. That we're not just a student at a school pursuing a degree. We're so much more. And it's up to each of us to grab our passions by the horn and to harness the power that's inherent in our passions. So as you're looking for careers and internships and opportunities at school, let your passion push you. Or rather, let your passion pull you. Pull you like a magnet towards something you cannot resist. So take this drawing home, take this haiku home, take these notes home. Don't throw them out. Put them somewhere where you can look at them. When you need that pick-me-up, when you're having that rough day, or when you're just wondering what you should be doing next, look at that drawing, reread that haiku, and reread those motivational messages so that you can remind yourself what's important. You can remind yourself where you are in your lives and what you have to offer those around you. So here's my closing thought. Never give up on yourselves. Never believe that you don't have anything. Because you don't need a lot of money. You don't need a fancy title. All you need is your voice. And if you use your voice to lead, people will listen to you. People will follow you. And most importantly, people will believe in you. So get out there and use your voice to lead. Thanks very much.